Today, we're going to find out whether the DJI Osmo Action 4 is still worth it in 2026. With the ability to shoot the most crisp underwater and above water 4K quality ever in a small action camera, this could just be your go-to camera for everything. Now let's keep in mind, I've done a lot of traveling, gone all around Europe, gone to Thailand. I use this in Gold Coast. I use this day to day if I really want to. If I just want to be on the go and capture something really easily, keep in mind, the size of the palm of my hand, this camera is perfect. You can take this everywhere and not even notice that you're holding it half the time. And at the click of one button, I'm recording. And I stop recording. It's that easy. And for this camera, the price of it nowadays as well, with the DJI releasing the Osmo Action 5 and 6 with increased qualities, as you would, the DJI Osmo Action 4 is obviously being used even less. But saying that, the price of the DJI Osmo Action 4 in comparison is ridiculous. Currently, you can buy the DJI Osmo Action 4 for around 337 Australian dollars. And that's compared to the DJI Osmo Action 6, which has just been released with the basic combo. I think it's around $668 for the Playmore combo. So if you compare that, and if you're on a tight budget, the DJI Osmo Action 4 is obviously the clear winner. If you are wanting something with newer specs, better at night, and things to do with that, then obviously that is your go-to. But for the majority of people, 4K video is more than enough. And the ability to shoot over like 120 frames per second in this is absolutely ridiculous. Like on here, that's my frame rate that I can go up to. I don't even normally need that unless I'm doing slow-mo. And even then, I only stick it around 48 frames per second. Throughout this video, I'm gonna throw over loads of clips of things that I've used this for. But to say that this camera can be used anywhere would be an understatement, because I absolutely love it and I genuinely don't think you can get better. And this is me now using the camera to record. I'm just in my room, just the normal camera audio, and I haven't changed anything. You know, it's pretty good, and keep in mind it's just in the palm of my hand and I'm able to go around, get good quality. And even the colors on this, because it gets automatically color graded, it's absolutely perfect. Obviously you can go into their app and change the colors now to different devices. So if you want the color grading of the DJI Osmo Action 6, you can do that. Or if you want the color grading of even some of their top quality drones, you're also able to do that as well, which I do love about DJI. So that's why I think the price comparison for some people may not be worth it, because if you can get the really good quality, crisp video anyway on this camera, and then go ahead and color grade it even more in their app, it's like, why would you need to spend $300, $400, $500 more on a camera if you're just using it casually? So I think that can be a really big thing for people that can deter. I'm not going to sit here and say the DJI Osmo Action 6 is bad, because it is incredible. The video you can shoot at nighttime with the DJI Osmo Action 6 compared to the 4, it is noticeable. It is definitely a big difference. However, for things that go for just high speed, underwater, or even just, you're traveling and you want to see a few things, this is more than perfect. So, like I said, I'll throw a few clips up now of me using the camera in different scenarios. You can get a gist for how good it really is. We're here. Looks absolutely insane. It's crazy weather. And let's not forget the main front screen here. That is, obviously perfect as well. It's not letting me flick it up here. But quite literally, you've got all the different menus on there, and it is probably one of the easiest cameras to navigate. As you can see my dog. But in terms of actual camera friendly to beginners, it is one of the highest, because it is just so easy. I learned to use this camera in about a day, and it didn't even take me a day. And I think it is just one of those cameras that is so user friendly. Like you can get a tripod and, you know, just stick it up in the air. It's just like easy as you like. So in terms of reviews for this camera, it is hard for me to pass up because this is my first camera and the first thing that kind of got me into videography as well and taking videos. And for the price point, I mean, it's hard to go by. Like I'm even looking here now. The full DJI Osmo Action 4 standard combo is actually $289 for the camera, case, charger, battery, and obviously it depends on what other accessories you do want to get with it. But it is incredible. I mean, you can waterproof dive from up to 18 meters. It's got a very long battery, so it lasts all day. And even then, you can bring another battery. If you want to get another battery, you can buy one. As I was saying before, the dual touchscreens on the camera, a 1/1.3 sensor with very good low light imaging for improved and enhanced detail. That's nice to know. 4K 120 FPS, as I was saying before, with 155-degree ultra wide POV, which makes it very good for, you know, wide angle shots, and obviously if you're doing POV for if you're skiing or anything like that. Down the bottom here, it's got a magnetic release from all tripods and things that you connect it to, so it makes it very easy to clip and unclip tripods. So yeah, it is very hard to move past because it works well in all weather conditions, all year round, wherever you are. And one of my favorite things that I've used with this camera is the underwater features. I do think that it is incredible. And it is 10-bit and supports D-Log, so it does give your videos a more cinematic look as well. So if you're recording, people are going to know you're shooting in good quality. Like, it is easy to tell. It compared this to your phone, not so much with the photos. Obviously the photos, a normal camera is better, or even just your phone, you can take very good photos on. I'm not saying these take bad photos, because they don't, but would you want this for photography? No. Videography, yes. It is just beyond incredible, especially if you're someone that even likes walking. You just want to record yourself walking. The stability with this, just walking, like there's no like camera moving around, you blurring, like it is very stable. And the audio is still very clear, even if you are talking without a mic, which I absolutely love. And because of the sensor that it does have, the light intake isn't overpowering. So it allows your videos to look super smooth and crisp, whether it is photo or video. And it doesn't matter how light it is. So whatever time of day, even if you point it at the sun, it'll still find a way for it to look crisp, which I just like absolutely love. And obviously 360, you can just move it all around. It's incredible. So the stabilization on this camera is just, you know, there is next to no better. Like I can't believe it. And as I was saying, with the stabilization, it's got a rock steady 3.0 something technology. So that essentially just allows it to stay as still as possible, so you don't miss a moment, which I do quite like. And you notice it all the time, especially because you're buying an action camera. You are obviously wanting it to stabilize really well and move quickly and move on the go. So like I said, I highly recommend it to anyone that does want it. And just for such a cheap price, it really is a bargain. Throughout this video, as I said, I'll be putting over clips of myself using it. But yeah, as a camera, I absolutely love it. And to anyone that is looking for a beginner action camera, do not look past the DJI Osmo Action 4 as your beginner camera. And don't forget, if you did make it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me as I'm trying to begin and just post for fun on YouTube. So yeah, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll post again soon. Thank you. Bye.